Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, the Combat Radio. And today, we're looking at Davies Jr. v. Ritson. Okay, so, I don't normally like too many of the lighter weight fights. Not too many, only the upper echelon. Only the top-notch ones. But this particular fight, it it broke the mold, broke the trend. These guys brought it. They really brought it. Okay, let's get into it. So, Ritson versus Davies Jr. Fight on the Newcastle card. Okay, so hometown favorite produced a career best performance. He's talking about Ritson against Davies Jr. And what a fight it was. What a fight it was. The first round started off crazy, mad, action-packed. Ritson unloaded hurtful, accurate hooks to stun Davies, who tried to hit back with power punches of his own before the bell. Davies imposed his strength in the second, ramming in body shots as he forced Ritson to do the moonwalk a little bit every now and then. But Ritson would not be denied. Still came with those accurate hooks. Matter of fact, going back to the first round, it looked as if Ritson was going to pull off a shocking first round finish with those accurate left hooks. It was just Davies had no answer for them in the first round. So, but he did. He managed. He hung in there and came back. Davies came back in the second round. But then in the second round as well, when it looked like Ritson was lagging behind, he came back with the hooks. It was back and forth throughout pretty much every round. It was a back and forth war, an absolute war. And these guys, what are they? Lightweights. What is it? What do they call it? Super lightweight. Just under the welterweight. Under the welterweight category. So this is not my usual fare. But these guys absolutely brought the house down. It was as if there was something different. There was something different about this fight. It was not your standard little affair. These guys didn't look like they were packing feather dusters. These guys looked like they were packing sledgehammers. Absolute sledgehammers, and every round was a back and forth job. But the major difference for me was that Ritson had the more accurate punches. Not just accurate. They were the quality. There was Ritson threw a more quality punch. Ritson's punches are a better quality overall. Although Davies rocked Ritson on more than one occasion, several occasions. But let's look into this now. Let's go ahead into, where are we going? Where are my notes? Okay, into the sixth round. The relentless pace eased a tad in the sixth, allowing Ritson to jump, to pump out his ramrod jab. Although in the 7th, Davies had some crushing blows of his own. Where do we go now? Okay. A flurry from Ritson drew roars from the crowd during a cagey 10th round. We got this. Yeah, 10 round. But yeah, Ritson was just the more accurate. Going back to the 8th round, I had that for Davies. Going into the 10th round, no, the 8th and 9th round I had for Davies. Yeah, the 8th and 9th round, according to my notes. And now I remember, yeah, in the 8th and 9th, it looked like Ritson may have blown his gas tank because he'd just come up to this new weight. So, yeah, I've got it down here in my notes that it looks as if Ritson has shot his wad, blown his gas tank. Yeah, but then came the 9th round, or come the 9th round, 10th round, sorry. And all of a sudden, Ritson got his second wind. What have I got down here for the 11th? For the 11th round, I gave that to Ritson simply because he just threw more punches, more combinations, and moving into the 12th round, Ritson pulled away. I think he landed a combination where I counted 10 punches, 8 to 10 punches from Ritson. And then a few seconds later, he landed another combination, which was a 5-punch combination. Davies really had no answer. He had no answer for those fast flurries in the 11th and 12th round. And overall, what I'll say is that Ritson didn't just win by volume, but it was the quality of the punch. It was a straighter punch. It was a more accurate punch. It was a punch with better velocity. Sometimes Davies was pushing out punches, literally pushing out the punches. Whereas with Ritson, there was an explosive quality to his punches. And don't get it twisted, pretty much almost every round was close. But the volume and quality of punches saw Ritson come home the victor. And that's the story of the fight. I think what were the rounds? How were they marked? How were the rounds marked? Do I have those scores? Do I have the scores? Let me have a gander. Let me see where are the scores here. Okay, fortunately I do. More by luck than judgment. Let's bring them up. Okay, so one judge had it 117 to 112. Ritson. 116 to 112. Ritson. And the third judge had it 116 to 112. Ritson. So the bulk of the judges had it by two judges had it by a 4-point margin, and one judge had it by a 5-point margin. I think my scoring card was more in tune with the 4-round margin. So that's 116 to 112. 116 to 112 sees Ritson the victor, and Davies Jr. the valiant vanquished. And that was the tale of the fight. Damn good fight. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comment. It's the share. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And what a war. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's worth your time.